Hello, good afternoon, all the Orbital students. Okay, so this is Jing. I'm the coordinator. Okay, so probably you haven't seen me before. Okay, but it's good to meet you today. Okay, so actually today we have basically we have Fiona from Huawei. So she's going to tell you all about Huawei, the portals, the resources, all the good things that that they are making available for you to use. Okay, so without further ado, I'll just pass the time to Fiona and she will tell you all about it. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Thanks for taking time off and to attend this session today. I can start, yeah, Jin.
Mm.
Okay. I'll just do a quick run through about Huawei as a whole globally and in Singapore. Just a quick overview, and then we will jump straight into the talent portal. I will do this quickly so that you guys can quickly start as well. Okay. So Huawei as a whole, right? Hang on. I don't know why it doesn't. Okay, okay, I got it. Okay, so Huawei is actually a leading ICT infrastructure provider. Our vision over here is actually to bring digital to every person, home, and industry so that we are able to connect everyone globally together, not only limiting to within Singapore, you can also, communicate and talk to like people from overseas. As of now, globally, right, we have about 200 over 1,000 employees, of which more than 50% are actually working with our R&D center. And we also have offices all over the world. We have in over 170 countries. Okay, how this is actually how our Huawei business is doing as of 2024 in terms of growth. There is a significant growth in terms of our digital power. So as I'm not, I think not more a lot of you are aware, but Huawei is not only a mobile device company. We not only sell like mobile phones. So these are our consumer wearables, consumer products, the mobile phones, the tablets, the laptops, the earbuds. Okay, not only that, okay, we are very strong in our ICT infrastructure, so which goes to our core telco base station. That is where the infrastructure is from. The other part of the business unit is actually enterprise business group, where there is actually we have our storage, our switches, firewall network, and our AP access point. So I think we are one of the first few in the world to launch the Wi-Fi 7. This is through our R&D efforts. That is why we put so much resources, I think more than 20% of our revenue on R&D efforts itself. So, some of you may be interested in doing research work later. You could probably explore Huawei research as well. We have a center here in Singapore. Okay, next, because we are so good with our Huawei ICT infrastructure, our hardware infrastructure, we of course be able to spin out a Huawei cloud component. So this is actually one of, and we have like multiple availability zones in over 33 regions over here. The other one that we are doing very well is actually our automotive solutions. So we actually provide the software and the AI component for the smart car solution. So smart car including like what self-parking, self-driving, autonomous driving, and then and etc. lah, huh? Okay, so the other one, because of all this research and development, right, we come up with our digital power. If you guys know how a mobile phone is very good, I think two of the things would be the hardware itself, where our battery can last a whole day without charging. And also for the there's a fast charging cable. So with that, digital power do something similar. However, we have our battery storage system. We have an inverter to convert from solar energy to power like DC, where you can actually use in a building context. Next, we also have our fast charging cable, to charge the cars, the automotive car. Okay, so Huawei Singapore overview, right? We have more than 1,000 employees in Singapore, of which more than 70% are local hire. Of course, year-on-year growth, all this, and as I mentioned earlier, we do have a research center in Singapore, and we have filed like more than 40 patents annually in Singapore. Across the sector, who uses and deploys and uses our solution would be the government agencies, the local banks, some hospitals, some education sector, some airlines, transport, and also e-commerce if you know, like some of the one of the largest e-commerce is actually in Singapore would be Shopee. Okay. Next, okay, so as I mentioned, we have like R&D center. This is actually located pretty near you guys at NUS. It's actually located at Buona Vista. We have our innovation sustainability lab, and we also have open lab. So the difference between these two is the open lab, we actually come up with some components and we work with our partner to come up with an entire solution to resolve maybe a client's needs. Okay. Some of the digital power that I mentioned earlier that is being used in Singapore would be one of the largest built energy storage system, which is located around Jurong Island. This we have actually partnered with Sembcorp to work on this. The other one would be the EVE. Okay, we actually work with EVE. So if you can notice, right, some of the HDB car parks are building up some EV charging stations. So the cable itself is actually from Huawei. So we work together with EVE. Okay, next on digital talent development. Oh, I actually forgot to introduce myself. I just realized. I'm so sorry, I'm Fiona. So, okay, so I'm actually running a program from Huawei. It's called Huawei ICT Academy. I'm not too sure if you guys have heard it before. If not, let me share this good news with you. So Huawei ICT Academy aim is actually to build digital talents to bridge the digital gap and then supplying to the industry needs where they, they're looking for engineers, they're looking for talents, they're looking for talents like you, in fact, who will be coming to the workforce a couple of years later. Okay, so far we have collaborated with all these universities, and then they are actually on board as our Huawei ICT Academy partner. What this means, it means that they have the opportunity to make use of our learning management system to learn the technologies. It can range from like the basic beginner courses like overview of AI, overview of IoT, all the way to our certification program. So with that, right, what is additional would be coming out from this Huawei ICT Academy is, of course, our Huawei ICT competition. So please look out for the EDM that will happen around September, October. This will be a chance for you to actually show off your skill set. We actually do have 4 tracks for this competition. One is innovation track, the other one is network, cloud, and computing track. So each of these tracks, right, if you're interested, please go and try out for it. Of course, you need to study lah. If not, it's a bit impossible to pass. Of course, the resources will be provided online, but please do look out for this. What is happening is from the national round in Singapore, each track, I will select the top 3 from the same school, and then they will proceed on to the regional finals, where we will actually do pay for the air ticket and hotel accommodation. And we'll fly you guys to any of the regional Southeast Asia countries. It could be Malaysia, could be Indonesia, could be Thailand, to compete. And of course, if you come in like top 4 in the regional finals, we will actually fly you to our HQ, which is located in China, Shenzhen. So actually, in fact, on Monday, I'm actually bringing 2 groups of students from Singapore to compete with the rest of the world. Remember, we have presence in 170 countries, right? So I will be bringing NUS, who actually came in top 4 from the regional finals for the innovation track, and then they will proceed to compete in the global finals. The other team would be from SUSS. Okay. So the other competition that we run on a yearly basis in Singapore would be our Tech for City competition. So Tech for City stands for Care, Inclusion. The City stands for Care, Inclusion, and Talent and Youth, which I will share more about the Tech for City competition. I understand for this Orbital program, you guys have to submit a project, right? So you can also make use of this project and submit into our Tech for City, which closes off on 31st of July. Okay, listen up, 31st of July. I'll share a bit more later. Okay, so as I mentioned, I come from the running this program called Huawei ICT Academy. So these are all the services, or rather the courses that is provided on this platform. And if you do have, I probably want to spend a bit more time on this certification and knowing the importance of certification or journey for you guys would be one of the key things that your future employers will look out for is actually your certification. So let's say in NUS, in CS, if you have the opportunity and the opportunity arises where you can take free certification from anyone, like not only coming from Huawei, it could be from AWS, it could be from Cisco, it can be from Oracle, it can be from Red Hat, anyone, please go and take your certification because these will definitely elevate your knowledge and your portfolio for future reference. Okay. So ICT infrastructure wise, we have the for Huawei our strong suit will be our networking, datacom, then we have our storage, followed by our software will be OpenGauss, OpenEuler. OpenGauss is actually our open source database. You can actually Google OpenGauss now, and you can actually download and use it on your local drive. I believe in later on, you might need to deploy some database or like write some scripts or whatever on the database, and then you can make use of OpenGauss. It will be similar to MySQL, MySQL. Okay, so OpenEuler is a local. You can also download it. It's an open source operating system for compute resource lah. So it's different from Harmony OS. Harmony OS is more for your mobile, your tablets, or this. Of course, last but not least, we have our AI, IoT, and cloud services, which I will run through a bit of where you can get your free resources from. Having said that, adding on top would be our digital badges, which we do provide. Later, I will show you how to navigate and look for the digital courses where you can just take and then take the exam, and then you will be able to display the digital badges on your LinkedIn, your resume later on. I will show you the academy sign up later, so you don't have to scan this first. Maybe zooming in a bit more on Tech for City competition, which is more relatable for you guys. After you submit for Orbital, you can actually submit for Tech for City since it's already done. And of course, there will be more points awarded if you're using Huawei technology. You can do a mixed match. You don't have to use 100% Huawei technology, okay? If you can just scan here and follow our Instagram. Maybe I'll just pause here for a while. You can take a picture of this screen. You can join this Telegram where we will update on some online training, which is also what you all will see later. So you can also Google techforcity.com .sg and you can see more of the competition details later. Okay, maybe I'll zoom in a bit more on the themes that we are looking at would be a smart healthcare, smart education, smart city. So these are some of the outlines that we are looking for the competition in each of these categories. Someone may be asking me like, can I join like combine these three into one? I said, no, I think you better pick a track because you'll be more focused. Yeah. And then some of the things that probably us will be looking out for would be something that has more corporate social responsibility, something that will benefit maybe the elderly, the healthcare system, someone in need. Okay. Okay, we do have two tracks this year. For budding youth, right, it's something that prototype is a bonus. However, the difference between budding youth and onwards entrepreneurship would be the prototype itself. So for onwards entrepreneurship, you can see the market readiness here is 40%, prototype functionality, user validation, and scalability. And of course, this one, the prices will be more. First price at 20,000, second price at 10,000, third price at $5,000. Okay, so for budding youth, it will be more of the prices will be slightly lesser at 4,000, 3,000, and 2,000. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is all for now. Okay, maybe I will just share with you how the screen can see. Got it. Okay, can see my screen, yeah? Okay, so this is the learning management portal that I've been talking about. Maybe I could just send this over to you guys. Okay, so this is the portal itself. Maybe if you can just click on this ICT Academy students, I'll just teach you how to create an account and sign in, okay? So when you click here, you need to create a Huawei ID account in order and associate with NUS in order to access this system. If you do not have a Huawei account, you click here. Okay, I'll just wait for you guys. Okay, so this says register by mobile or register by email. Please register by email. It will be easier. So you just fill in accordingly. Okay, just type your email and then you'll get a verification code. You can either auto-generate your account ID. So this is what we call Huawei ID. So instead of this, you can maybe just type Fiona. Okay. I don't know. I'm like from the Shrek, if you all go watch Shrek. Okay, then create your own password and confirm these details. Do you all need me to slow down? Okay, maybe I just send this instead. Becoming a student. If you all can follow me and do this straight away, I will bring you directly to the portal. Okay, while you're doing this, I will navigate around this website to show you what we have. So as I mentioned, we have the digital badges and the certification. So if you are interested, you sign up with the account now. I will show you the list of courses that we have here. So you can actually search based on the language and then based on the level that you want and also based on the technology. So let's say if you're more interested in AI, you can just search for the AI portion. I think the English is not working today. Okay, hang on. This should be English. So we have an overview of AI if you're interested to know more. And there is actually, hang on, I need a minute. There is actually the algorithm, program and design, search and AI. So these are in English lah. Okay. Of course, this one not only comes with all these digital badge courses. Let's say if you want to know, you can just do a search on basic. So there's a 5G basic concept of current development. All these are online resources which can make full use of to help you to do projects and whatnot. So for this session, right? Once you have done with this, you all let me know. It's a two-way thing. I don't want to talk to myself. Have you guys created an account? Okay. If you guys have created an account, I will share with you the class link. Give me a minute. If you have created an account, please join this link. It will redirect you to a class which I have created. Okay. So this class is more on Python programming basics. Python programming basics. You must be thinking like, why do I need Python programming? It is really more for the AI portion and also some programming portion, which you might need later. Okay. There's a couple of I think I'm not too sure what's wrong with the English side, but anyway, you can actually search for beginner courses over here as well. Okay, so we can have a look of what we have here. Okay, you can go through and see what you want to learn or what you want to know about. Like just now when I sign in, let me see. As long as you join this link, right, this class link, right, you will automatically be associated with NUS. Okay. If you manage to do it, you just click here and join straight away. I'll get the notification. I can add you guys in. Okay. Okay, I assume you guys can follow, yeah. Okay, I think someone just enrolled. If you guys need me to slow down, please let me know. Ta-da! Someone sign in. Med student. Okay. So I can wait for you guys if you guys wants to join in. If not, I will move on to the next part. So if you're available, if you're free, you can just do some search over here. You know, it is really a additional resource for you, something outside of class, something like a supplementary resources. As you can see, there's a couple of resources over here which you can have a look. Okay. Okay, I'll move on to the next segment already. Hang on, I need to. Okay, so the next part will be more of a developers kind of area or website. You can actually do a search on Cool Labs. If not, here you go. The link is here. So Cool Lab is actually one of how it's called official platform environment where you can actually follow the lab guides and then learn how to deploy the stuff. So a couple of exercises are here. You can actually click in. I heard for now it is you can actually have like multiple tries. And then they will not stop you for trying repeatedly. So this is really more for your practices lah. Okay. So you can click and then you can see there is a lot more exercise and activities you can do. So these are all based on Huawei Cloud. Okay. Okay, I think y'all have seen enough. Okay, the other part. Okay, wait, let me see. Okay, the other part would be the free trials for Huawei Cloud. You can actually have a look here and see what are the resources you can. Okay, so the ID which you have created from here is a Huawei ID. So when you come here, when you try to log in, you can actually have use your Huawei ID to log in and go for the free trial. So the free trial is here. So you can see there's a lot of hours, but remember to switch it off if you're not training your models. If not, you might accumulate and like exceed the 3 hours, which you do not want that. Okay. So these are all the instances which you can make use of. Okay. Maybe I will just bring you to the other one. As I mentioned earlier on the OpenGauss and OpenAI, Open Euler, you can just do a search. Of course, you want to know how to use and whatnot, you can actually download the software packages. There's a documentation where you can refer to and learn. This is absolutely free because it's open source, right? Open source means most of the time it's free. Okay. Yep. That is all I have. Oh, by the way, I think just to share with you guys, I think we did advertorial previously with one of your NUS students. It's advertorial lah. Okay, so this guy Chan Chun Long, he's actually one of CS and then this guy he is from the School of Maths, and this one also from CS. So the three of them joined the competition, and this picture is actually taken in Shenzhen. won the global finals in 2023. So after which, Chun Long has, I think, I'm not too sure whether Chun Long is volunteering as a mentor this year, but I heard he volunteered as mentor previously. So Chun Long joined the competition 2 years straight, but the first one is the one where they came in first. Okay, so this is a very good combination. So some computer science students together with a math student that handles all the AI component, winning formula. Okay, so after which I managed to get him in for certification, get him in as intern, and then he graduated and he's working now in Shopee as a site reliability engineer. I think this is one of the successful cases that you can see like his journey with me and Huawei personally. Actually more is with me, and I feel that yeah, I think he really benefited from these entire exercises. Okay, so just to show you, how your journey can or may look like. And if there are any competitions that the school sends out, do look out for it and do join them. And you don't know where this entire journey will bring you to at the end of your graduation. Okay. Okay. Minutes. So I just want to show you some real life examples, like where joining competition, all this, will lead up to, you never know. And if you fail this time round, don't worry, just keep doing it. And one day you'll be able to, succeed or something. So this is, I think, for you guys, right? Do not be afraid of failures. Just make mistake. Like when you're younger, you can afford to make mistakes. Okay, just don't be afraid. So maybe I just share with you this Tech for City website. If you are free, you can have a look as well. And then you can go to here to refer to the themes. The themes are exactly the same as what I've shared earlier. The tracks here as well. So you must be asking me, so if let's say I don't want to create, I don't want to do submit for this, can I submit for this? Sure, why not? What are the materials you need to submit? If you ask me, you need to submit a presentation of the whole thing, then we also will pick it out accordingly. If you want to submit more than just a PPT, you want to submit like a Word document, also can. Okay. I mean, you can submit both together. Someone was asking like, can they submit both so that it kind of like explains the project even better, more detailed. You can absolutely do that. Okay. We do have some trainings that is exactly the same as the e-talent platform over here. But just that the courses are slightly different and curated for this particular what's that called, this particular competition. So the courses are reflected here. You just click and join the class, but if you join the class, you'll be associated with Tech City, which you do not want to do that. Okay, so you just join the class and then you can just do and learn all this. These four are digital batch courses, which you can see. You can attempt, take the online exam, learn the course, take the exam, and then voila, you get a digital badge 3 days later. Okay. I think if you can just fill in this accordingly. If not, you just put NIL if you want to. I'm sure you guys would already have your major, your class, your ID, your enrollment year, graduation year. If you can fill in this, it will be awesome. Okay. Okay, I think that is all I have for you. You all need me to repeat anything? I assume no lah, huh? think I think I can leave the thing to Q&A right now. If you have any questions. You have any questions? I can take in questions now. Well, everybody very shy.
Right, thank you, Fiona, for the sharing. So, actually, the purpose here is basically for the students to actually get an idea of what is available, like, okay, from
Mm,
Huawei, and also what kind of company Huawei is, and so on and so forth. So, those are some of
mm,
the general information, and already some of the things that you can make use of. Okay, but of course,
mm,
depending on what you're trying to achieve within Orbital, so you may or may not need it. Or at least you may not need right now.
mm,
Okay, so if you happen that, for example, a few weeks down the road, you realize that you actually have to implement some features which can be actually supported by Huawei's resources, or maybe when you need to deploy. Okay, so your application, you find, hey, actually, some of the Huawei cloud can be used, and so on and so forth. So don't worry too much about it. If let's say you don't know exactly what you will be using these resources for now, it's actually quite okay. So the
yep,
important thing is that anyway, the video is here. So I mean, you can always come back to this video, and then or maybe you can go ahead and to explore the Huawei portal a little bit more, just to find out. Okay, so if you happen that like you just do some browsing through, hey, you cannot find out something that is very useful for you, then in that case, that'll be great. Okay, so at the end of the day,
mm,
Orbital is about independent learning. So if let's say you are actually willing to venture out to actually, for example, browse for resources, take courses online, and so on and so forth, you will learn more. Okay, so if let's say you're just doing the bare minimum to pass, then obviously you won't learn as much. Okay, so this is something that for everybody's reference, lah. Okay, so
yep.
Fiona, is there anything that you want to add?
Did I miss anything? I don't think so, right?
So I mean, so for example, if let's say they encounter some difficulty in using the portal, is there like so-called email that they can send the inquiries to?
Can,
Or
can,
if let's say
can.
they want to know more about, like, for example, all the competition, all the things that you mentioned, is there, for example, a website that they can bookmark so that they can actually get the information?
Yes. So I would suggest you email to Tech for City. Mm,
So the contact information is on inside the website, is it?
it's okay. I will send it to you guys now.
Yeah, anyway, I mean, because the student have access to the chat log as well. So if let's say you post it
Email.
there, then the
Yeah.
student will see from the chat log.
Mm. Email inquiries.
Can, good, good,
You
good.
got
Okay.
anything you can just email this side lah. Huh?
Mm, okay. All right. Okay. So I think if there are no further questions, I think then we are good for today. So thank you very much for attending the session. Thank you, Fiona, for sharing all the information. And then yes, all the best for your projects, Orbital students. Okay, can.
All the best
Okay.
for projects.
Okay.
Thanks,
Thank
Jean. Thank you
you.
so
Bye
much, you guys.
bye.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you. Okay.